Choosing a college major can be a stressful and difficult process. In this video, I'll go over some tips to help you figure out how to choose your own major. Tip number 1, get by youth. You're probably 17, 18 years old without much meaningful life experience. You've gone to high school, maybe you've worked a couple odd summer jobs, you've seen a lot of porn maybe, and you're probably really proficient at Snapchat. Add me, by the way, Jacob is George. Oh wait. Because of this youth, you're probably joyfully naive and think that college is some sort of giant party. To be fair, it basically is. Unfortunately, because of this youth, you're probably not very self-aware and most of you don't really know who you are as a person yet. Basically what I'm saying is don't panic if you feel confused, because it's just part of the game, baby. Which brings me to tip number 2. Get by the college advisor. Now, not literally, like over this desk. Well, you could do it literally if you wanted to, but let's say you run into an advisor on the street.
Oh, hey, are you a college advisor?
Yes.
Do you think you could help me figure out what to study?
Man, fuck you, man. Fuck you, okay?
I mean, what else did you expect when you have like 20,000 plus undergraduates at a big ass school? They can't really help you procedurally, right? How to choose your courses, how to figure out your academic credits. If you want guidance, you come to YouTube videos like this. Basically what I'm saying is if you don't know what to study, it's really easy. You just have to explore. And once you have a clear idea, you just choose to the best of your ability and then you adjust and then you rinse and repeat that process until you figure out what you want to study or you drop out or you run out of money. So. Tip number 3, explore your interests.
See if your college has an undecided or exploratory program. That way you can get some general education courses out the way without switching majors too many times and throwing time, credits, and money into the dump. Next, open up that shiny new Windows 10 laptop that you just bought for college. Head on over to bing.com and then Google your college's name plus the words undergraduate degrees. As you skim through the majors and their course descriptions, pay special attention to the upper level courses as they generally give a more accurate idea of what's involved with the major. Do any majors or courses capture your curiosity? Note these down.
And then start researching that a little more, Look up some YouTube video lectures. Look up the Bureau of Labor Statistics website and see what your job entails. Talk to other students, obviously, in the major. Sit in an audit class. Meet with professors and shadow professionals in the field. Next is, obviously the Career Center. Yeah, there's like people there, that are supposed to know what they're doing, so. Now, if you have a lot of interest, right, and you're just going from interest to interest and you can't decide what you like, you should do the little passion test or the interest test. So here's an example, right? I think I'm interested in math, English, and computer science. I don't know what to study. I love them all equally, okay? Well, take math, for example. Get your ass in the math zone, right? To test out if I really want to do this, I'm going to try and do math stuff for 40 hours a week like it's a job. Deriving equations, analyzing models, blah, 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 blah. You do that for 40 hours a week. You do the same test with each different major that you think you're really interested in. So like math, English, computer science, right? So you write, edit, research for 40 hours. You code, debug, test software for 40 hours. And choose a project that you actually, think you'd be interested in and see how that turns out. If it turns out, all right, your prediction was okay. If it turns out, yeah, your prediction was off. And if it turned out, yeah, that was awesome, your prediction was spot on. Tip 4A, explore your aptitudes. Aptitudes are your natural abilities and talents, shit that you're good at. If you don't know what you want to do what you're good at. There's one caveat though. If you're doing something just because you're good at it and not because you're actually learning something or being challenged by it, don't do it, because then you're just wasting your time. So now the question is, how do you figure out what you're good at? I'm good at bounce. First thing you could do is you could ask your friends, your family, your coworkers, your mentors, your coaches. They're the ones who know you and they'd be like, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that, you've always been good at blah, blah, blah. The next best thing is online aptitude tests. I'll put some links in the description. Yeah. To some aptitude tests that I thought weren't like total shit, Another way to learn more about what you're good at is in real life aptitude test. One test that I personally found fairly okay and kind of useful for me, at least personally, was the jock riff. Johnson O'Connor Research Foundation test. It's pretty pricey, it's like $700. In my third year of my computer science degree, I realized that, man, this is not what I want to do professionally. Like, I can't switch majors now, so I ended up getting that degree. And then at the end, I was kind of lost and confused, so I ended up somehow finding this job and decided, okay, might as well do it. It gave me two specific insights. So first was my high ideaphoria. I scored in the 90th percentile for this aptitude, which basically measures how fast you generate ideas. The next insight was my low spatial ability, which is critical in engineering, the ability to think in 3D. If you want to learn more about that experience, just click somewhere here. I made another video, all right? And to answer the question of whether you should take this test or something like it, if you kind of know what you're good at, this might just reconfirm it, and so it might not totally be necessary, but if you're totally confused, you're like, I don't know what I'm good at, that could probably help, I'm just saying, it's a lot of money though, damn, man, you gotta get that money. Oh, and the caveat, doing a test like this isn't gonna just magically tell you what you wanna study or what career field to go in. It'll offer suggestions based on your pattern, it's not gonna magically tell you what to do in your life, so. Tip 4B, don't get by the dollar bill, y'all. So you're going to college to get a degree, to get a job. The problem is that college costs a lot of money. You, as a young adult, don't have a lot of money. How do you get that money? Well, the easiest way is to not need it in the first place. If you're this lucky, you have your parents' financial support, realize how awesome you have it and make sure to thank them. So, thank you, Amma. Thank you, Acha. Now, on the flip side, if you don't have this financial support, the big thing that you're gonna have to focus on is minimizing financial debt. Look at going to community college for the first 2 years. Go to a public in-state school. Check out financial aid opportunities as well as scholarships. Be an RA. Don't do private loans. They will f you. They are meant to f you. Their whole job is to f you. A young, naive, financially not savvy adult. There's also working, part-time, full-time, maybe if you're really determined. Lastly, also, if you kind of don't want a traditional job, you could always, sell drugs to kids, give them some underage alcohol. There's a market for all of this type of stuff on a college campus. And if you're a girl, you can maybe, strip. Tip 5, get f***ed again by college. Maybe you don't like anything and it's okay. Maybe you're just like, hey, I just want to choose something I don't absolutely hate. A lot of people hate their damn life, so if you don't absolutely hate it, that's like a step above like 50% of the people out there, so that's good, man. Maybe start off something with STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. If you can find some field that you don't absolutely hate in this area, that's not bad. On the flip side, if you're really passionate about something, like putting your legs up on surfaces and having blood flow cut off to your toes and feet, you should really test out these passions. See if the simulated work week can get you anywhere, get you any more insight about how much you like it. But there's some of you who are like, yeah, you know what, I tried all this shit, I just don't really like any of it. Everything kind of just, meh. Maybe college isn't right for you. Like, it's not meant that everybody should be in college. There used to be trade schools, there used to be gap years. The thing is, nobody talks about it, right? It's like you just gotta go to college, that's the pipeline. And to be fair, most people should, but it's not right for everybody. So have you thought about something else? Have you looked into anything else? But maybe, you just give up. Yeah, maybe you should just give up. Alright guys, that's all I've got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Share it with a friend if you think they can benefit, right? If you're thinking about studying engineering, here's the video on that. If you're thinking about taking some sort of aptitude test to figure out what you want to do in life, that's over here. Engineering over there. Links to more and everything in the description. So I will see you guys later. Peace. What you like? What's your interest? Oh, la. Okay, I'll stop. What you like?